else feel a draft? There. I bet there's something behind that broken window.
Stay alert. Just in case.
You take lead.
Right behind you.
Stop!
Take him down!
Is that all you got?
Gotcha!
Quit moving! Let's see what you got! Hold it! Left leg!
Right and raw!
Look right!
Seek! Right and raw!
Saksama!
They won't get past me!
Many thanks, my friends. Much as I hate to say it, there's no way I could have fought past... Name's Verano. I'd love to stay and give proper thanks, but Ranger Asierno needs my report. I came here with Ranger Casagrada to scout this area out. We got a tip that a force of bandits, one of us must have stepped on a twig. When I squared off, Casagrada ran the other way. The bandits here have gotten good at hiding their true capability. After Casagrada left, I overheard them talking about meeting someone next to a root strangled. They seemed to think their contact was one of the... But that would make that... Oh, I seriously doubt it. Casagrada is a bright enough kid, but he doesn't... I'd bet my life that Casagrada isn't a traitor. Just a coward. See, that's... The bandits, with the way trade has dried up, there is no one else here. No thirdborners, there is just monsters. Maybe so, and I'm too close to it to see the... Well, I should start the hobbling. Thanks again for looking out. I owe you one. And if you're in the area, go see Captain Asierno at the...
I'm not sure what to make of this, but I don't like it.
Quiet, Nimdut.
Let's go.
Look up. Left leg. You're on your right. Hold on. Who's ready for more? Come and get me. Take your best shot.
The trail goes through the ravine and into the glade. Careful where you step.
Leave something alone long enough, the living lands will take it back.
Arms up. Show me what you got.
Look at that. After you, envoy.
go. Behind you.
A welcome. It has been so long. We are both of this land, but why have you come? A curious thing for Kith to want. It belonged to... Sickness changed them, and it no longer recognized. We had to stop them before their madness damaged the land. When we become enemies of the land, we had no choice. But it is over now. All that our kind, it would cause us no pain. But wait. No. No. So many dead. So many of my kin are dead by your hand. The time for words has passed.
Is that all you got? Gotcha. Let's see what you got. Stay. Peon seek. Within Roth!
seek!
Nice job, everyone.
There. That's Thomas' old house. Wonder what he wanted me to find. Place feels different without him. He left something. So much here reminds me of Tama. It's strange to be back without him. I still can't imagine what he wanted me to find. Say, what's that you're holding? Yeah, I do. Tama. Damn you. I carved this for him years ago. I had no idea he'd kept it, let alone... All this time, I never knew. And he tells me like this, when he's long gone, leaving me with nothing but a piece of driftwood I gave him years ago. The man kept a journal of poetry. And we knew each other for years. We were close. I trusted him with things in my past. If he really did, I was a mess when we met. I'd been through the battles in Deadfire and I was a chewed up piece of flotsam drift. Vulnerable. That's not the word for it. Tom always saw right through me. He knew what I was. A coward. I let him down. I'm sorry. That's probably for the best. I haven't talked about this in a while. Little fr-
Maybe they somehow wrap themselves up in an existing tree.
Not with the way this...
I've never seen anything like this.
Neither have I. Never seen a tree grow so quickly as to trap someone inside. This sort of thing seems to be happening more and more lately.
This sort of thing? As if this sort of thing happens all the time. You seem capable enough, stranger. But the forests are not safe. As if this weren't enough proof of... I hope you're right.
Stay out of the forests.
Good luck out there. I don't know what's worse. This or those mystery raiders we keep hearing about.
Stand back.
Adelaro's gone. He's a dream. We're all... dreams now. Sweet. Hello. Are you a fish too? Oh, the sardines shimmer.
Something's not right with her. She's probably the ranger Fidelio told us to look out for. Poor kid.
We're Belena? Maybe you're Belena. Adelaro knows where Adelaro is. Adelaro's face burst into violets when the dreams came. Red violets. He joined the others.
She's talking about another dream thrall. We better find him before he finds us.
She watched that happen to him. God.
Lamb taken from the flock.
Your friends speak true. They know us. Help us! When you find them, they will scream. Soon the rest of Fior will be so... But tell us about...
If nothing else, you'll spare her from having to see it.
Find him. Give the lieutenant our badges. He swims in the bone and boar. He calls himself Fidelio. But Adelaro stumbles at the mouth of the river above us. Fior. We come for you, Fior.
Bastards! Invaders in the dark! One for you! Seek! Another glorious battle. Here it comes.
Then rock!
Welcome back. Good. Outlaws living off the hard... Perfetto. Well...
Please tell me you found them. The Dream Scourge? No. No. They'd been acting sideways more than just distract. I thought it was... Well, I don't have to tell you twice. I think I know the answer, but is either of them still alive? Merla, when she turns, Fior will panic. Where is she? I don't know what to do. I can't... That won't do any good. Do you think poking around and severing her soul will save? Even so, if it's early days, all right. It goes against all my instincts, but... Here, you went to a lot of trouble. You ought to be paid. I never...
Ado! Welcome to my fine establishment, amico.
Even if we
Well,
want to stop them,
I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Is that... Gelarde? This is Storm. Nay, don't tell me. I'd be tempted to go looking for some more and...
You know what I mean.
Now, go make yourself useful.
Ah, no. Unfortunately, I don't know how. I did receive a shipment from Solace Keep recently, however. A maze. I suggest you make your way there if you are looking for someone to work there.
Gallowayne's tusks? Come on. I bet you 5 skates a Smith and Thirdborn would know what to do with this stuff. And I'll take your money eventually.
Is there anything else?
You have the heart. Excellent. For an Adiran, you're very resourceful. Very few. Save for... Now that I've got the heart, my thirsty invention... First things first. Let's have a look at your soul. I'm going to... No, not to worry, just testing your reap. Let's start with an easy one. You wake up on a beach. All right. Let's try some word association. Tell me the first thing that comes. Chrysalis.
A wheel of uneven spokes. It shatters under its own weight.
Hello? You still with me? No, we should stop. This is gone far. Let's go over your soul has a fascinating... Your godlike nature is a marvel to behold. God, my condolences. Those two are... What I see is something intact. It's old, dark, and... the stress of war can leave a mark on it. Fascinating. Between the two of us, the essence has been... And risk joining her in exile? No. Regardless, essence doesn't just disappear. All I can tell you is keep looking. You'll find what you... As much as I hate giving people bad news, I hope you find answers, even if you don't like where they lead.
Something the matter? I hope none of my colleagues scared you off. Good timing. I'm about ready to get started. So, did you learn anything of particular interest? That's the fun part of metaphysics. Everything is strange, but nothing is new. Look at us. Barely even started, and already we're making progress. Monto's machine is working, Elia will keep an eye on her revenants, and Yvette and Remy are providing us an alibi. I needed those animancers for more than their expertise. Monto's invention nullifies spiritual interference. Whenever I tap into an Adra pillar, Elia's farmhands tend to get a little bitey. Thanks to you. And then there's Yvette and Remy, the governor's eyes and ears. And I'd call that a good day's work. Now we just need the right equipment for the job. When my parents died, they left me their life's work. An invention like no other. The phantasmal focus. Well, that's where I need your help. The problem is it's in the basement. I haven't gone down there since the accident. Since they died.
I can't blame you for avoiding a place like that.
I would get it myself, but I'm not ready to face what's down there. Right now, I would rather focus on the work ahead of us. The door to the basement is just outside, around the corner. Please excuse the mess. I don't go into the lab anymore.
I'm glad we can spare her from having to go back.
Okay, walking into the basement of an animance regiment. Right, feels great. Don't know what I expected, but this isn't it.
Haven from the blight. Who grows here?
I feel pretty certain that those people aren't supposed to be plants.
What a...
Guys, we can leave now, right?
Poor Giatta. To think she's been living with this right under her nose.
I don't. Anyone know what happened back there?
I think those were Giatta's parents, or whatever's left of them.
So they're... dead?
Or something like that.
Gods, I can't believe this.
You're back. You found it. You actually found my inheritance. Did you see my mother and father? Are they still there? I didn't have the words. All that's really down there is an unhappy memory. One that keeps on growing. My mother had an idea about how to use the essence of the living lands, and it destroyed her. My father. Our family.
I've heard that story too many times.
So I swore an oath. No one. I did it to contain the tragedy, even if it destroyed me. Enough about me. Let's worry about you for a change. With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living lands. I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way. The only thing we're missing now is an Adra pillar, and I know the perfect one. Naku Tedek, the old godless ruin west of Fjord. There should be some equipment waiting for us. Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Fjord. No telling how long we'll be gone. And I hate to be a problem, but I do my best work in small groups. That was not my finest hour. I was so... When it comes to the Dream Scourge, I don't want there to be any mistakes.
Sounds good. I need to do some hunting anyway.
Once we're all together, we should trade ghost stories. Best way to get acquainted.
is never listen to Kai.
Oh, hey there. Something on your mind? It just... something about her reminded me of old... And I've seen shades of that before. The meek trooper. No, the part that stuck with me was what she said about watching her partner. Seeing someone you know, someone... I just want to know. You were... It probably was. And even in the state she was in, she handled it. Sorry. I need...
I wish...
Envoy? Hard to imagine what Giatta's going through right now. I mean, she'll need time to get past that. Right, changing. Oh, good. Because it's not that interesting, really, and knowing about it won't keep you alive, and I don't. So why pry? Wouldn't... I think there was a period of 3... Anyway, what do you need? You too.
Thank you again for letting me join you. An animancer never misses a... Still, being an animancer feels... For the first time, I... It'll take some getting used to, that's for sure. At least now I have a place. Good, because I have a lot of research to do. Not to change the topic, but this little... Just making sure I know what I signed up for. My mother and father taught me how to defend myself. I hope so, anyway. What are you so curious about? I suppose you deserve to know. My mother wanted to expand Fiore's agriculture. Feeding Emerald Stair was... She thought she could break the wilderness, using animancy as the whip. Turn the... Anything's possible. But that was after my father put the finishing touches on the phantasmal focus. After all, whoever controls the spirit... My father thought so too. Emerald Stair was just the beginning to her. My father thought she was... I think she was a victim of her own ambition. Theoretically, her plan should have worked. But the living lands had other... When she used the phantasmal focus, theory collided with reality. I was 17. That makes it... Gods, has it been... After they died, I wouldn't go near a lab. It was ages before Quilici got me to practice. I have a lot of catching up to do in my studies. I can't rule anything out, but I suspect it lives in the essence of the living lands. If I'm right, that means it's been here a long time. Or the Force... No. To my knowledge, the accident was no... But neither was the experiment. My mother... Still, I don't understand what went wrong. When I do, then I can finish her work. My mother and father didn't know the risks. Caution and experience will stop us from... That's all I care to say for now. I thought my family's research could... Of course, Vidaro wouldn't even give me... Still, I'm hopeful, and something tells me I'm close to a break... I hardly think your Emperor would approve. Good thing he's on the other. No animancer has engineered an ecosystem before. Maybe. That little island off of Dawnshore? Ignato Casto led the Valian Trading Company in the Deadfire Archipelago. Among other things, he invested in the future of animancy. He had some ideas about moving great. As far as I know, animancy and ambition are a dangerous mixture. Afraid not. I've heard a lot of Some say Castle is still in power, while others, you know how it is. Wherever... I hope not. I wouldn't want my family associated with... We have enough problems already. Unfortunately, that's all I... Whether or not Castle succeeded. Until next time. Maybe it's deep when you consider how many Orlans and dwarves there are. It's outrageous that we build so high off the ground. I'm sure she appreciates the help, though she has a funny way of... Don't let her size fool you. On the inside, yeah, one of these days she's going to change the world. Anyway. What's on your... Ah, you want a story? Very well. A young nobleman by the name of Maxim Vidaro sought to inherit a distinguished government position. Unfortunately, a distant cousin cheated Maxim out of the title. No one lifted a finger to help. Not the best. Maxim, they say he prayed to Scan. Take their best and brightest, their heirs, And Maxim did just that. He gathered a following and left the Veil. We prefer to call it an intellectual haven of free thinkers. But it's true that Spirento was full of animancers, many of them in debt. And Maxim was a wealthy. So the animancers followed Maxim all the way out here. At the time, this place was an animancer's dream. 40 years later, Maxim vanished. They say the effort... Nonsense, of course. His son has been in charge ever since. We have that much. He and I might squabble in public from time to time, but thanks for listening.
I love a good ghost story.
Hadn't heard all that before.
One of these days you'll have to tell me an Adiran ghost. You learn a lot about people by what scares. Let me... Quilici has a girlfriend. As cute as a button. That isn't a secret. I'm just... No one has seen Estelle Vidaro in some time. She was always very kind to me. Have you heard of the incident at Beldereno Pass? Ever since, people are... Fascinating, isn't it? Tragic. Sorry to disappoint you. Being an outcast, me... What do you want to know? Anyone in particular? I warn you. Kai is a useful fellow. We need people, just not too On the surface, Kai is all charm and confidence. But there's something deeper. Kai wears his confidence like a mask. We all do. But in his case, hiding behind it amplified. If there's another side to him, he'll show up. No need to rush a natural process. Marius is working through something. An old... He's a tough fellow, but I wouldn't put too much pressure. We're all wounded. That's the price of survival. Just look at you. Only just got here. You may not be from the living lands, but the island left you a scar to remember. Now, we haven't been together long, but I think I have you figured out. In Paradise, you handed your killer to the steel garrote. Much like tossing meat to a pack of wolves. Your Messi Verno tolerates you well enough. No doubt thanks to my influence. Of course, all I know is what you've done. You may not think these choices reflect who you are. At the end of the day, you shouldn't care what anyone thinks. All that matters is how you see yourself. I've spilled all the gossip I know. Ask me again when there's a... A simple question. The device is attuned to the spiritual energy of the living, but essence is chaotic by nature. As you saw with your own eyes, imposing order on... Indeed. Don't get me wrong. This invention is the phantasmal focus was supposed to be the start of some... Perhaps it should remain that way. Now that you mention it, I did try and awaken my soul. Every animancer tries and fails. So, one evening, I crept into the workshop. Then I turned it on. The next thing I knew, it was morning. I was floating in the fountain.
You don't need animancy for that. Just rum and a crew on...
That answers a lot of questions, honestly.
Sometimes I wonder, what if it... I try not to think about it too much. You too.
So, animancy, huh?
Did they not glow? To grow and flourish still. The lake dries. Endless spring. They breathe. They flower. They will never. They sing. Do we not? The bear? They are strong now. Vibrant. Better than their frail shells. More than a... Sleep now.
You're the first godlike to come through and... I'll take what I can get if the gods don't bless us with a harvest soon. What are you talking? Outsider lies. That's what the governors... If you bring no...
company!
Oh, no, you
Nicely done! What's your flank?
You're mine now!
Worth and Roth! And Roth! Eckworth and Roth! Eckworth and Roth!
Just like the good old days.
Hello again, friend. Just go check out this.
Weapon ready.
That all you had?
Eckworth and Roth! Eckworth and Roth!
Give me the card. They're coming for the queen. Take her out.
Another soul for the weak.
That's done? Who's hungry? The watchtower is a good spot for getting a little private time with your sweetheart. Not that I would know.
Listen, we'll get to the bottom of this. Not sure how, but we'll get there.
Damn, my stomach's rumbling. Spoiling jerky can only...
I agree that this is important, Massoni, but if we don't focus on hunt...
How is a potential murderer in our... You don't think it's real?
Captain? A moment of your time, if I may?
Giatta? Hey.
Sorry to interrupt. We're here.
Oh, gods, Giatta, I'm sorry I didn't see you.
You've got to be kidding me. Meanwhile, someone's tearing us apart.
Gods beyond. I am shocked. Verano's a veteran.
You're not listening to me. I'm telling you.
There was talk of a secret meeting. I guess Verano...
A contact among my range?
I was right. There is a murderer.
Luring my rangers into an attack by bandits who are planning to meet a contact? It's a conspiracy. One of my rangers is a traitor to our purpose.
Casagrada had a cousin, Felice. They were both farm kids, like most...
Ranger work pays better than being a farmhand.
Felice was a good kid, but they weren't much of a fighter. Verano and them went after a bear with the plague. It was troubling the pilgrims at Nakutedek. The bear got Felice, tore their jaw clean off. There wasn't anything Verano could have done for them. Out here, things go bad fast. Six of one, half a dozen of...
You're not wrong, Masoni. A personal grudge could be the spark that lights a fire. But I cannot punish any of my... I need to know what's real. We're missing some pieces here, namely, until you find him. Speak to Dorso if you haven't yet. She's stationed near the gates.
I don't trust Casagrada as far as I can throw him. And that boy's heavy.
The beacon dry. Fresh wood and tinder. We may need it.
I'm not climbing up there. The tower's barely standing.
That tower is a clear view of the mountains, the city, and the sea. You'll defend it in your life.
You won't get...
Still recovering.
Couldn't have done it better.
Where's my gun? Give me a now! Come and get me!
Nicely done.
Worth and rock!
Too strong.
Worth and rock!
Let's finish this.
Here we go!
Well struck.
And rock! Another down.
Couldn't have done it better.
Worth and rock!
On your right.
What am I hitting? Take your best shot.
Oh, envoy! If I have to listen to this twig of a recruit tell his story. I am indeed. I'm flattered that you... It's great to meet you. Ranger Iziana D'Orso at your service. All right, but make it quick. I'm obviously very... Kidding, of course. Before you ask, I know you're trying to find your supposed killer among the squad. Frankly, I think she's overreacting. Monato might be our best tracker, but he doesn't put a lot of stock in patrol rotation, rest day. I hope Verano's all right. The wild... Oh, that boy! Leave him to his farm and family, I told us. The way this valley chews through... Casagrada is a farmer's son. His father, too, is... The same is true for nearly all of our rangers.
You fight with the soldiers you've got, as the saying goes.
And we take these green farmhands, give them 5 minutes when we should be people who were raised to fight. But that's neither here nor there. He and Monato are the best of us, but... No. Verano's always trying to play both sides, be the peacemaker. And Monato, he was a good friend once, I admired him. But... Monato was always a loner, but he'd been going off his patrol route for long periods of time. The last thing I heard was that Monato was going to scout out the ogre camp. From here, cross the... You'll find a cave in the hillside. It was claimed by an old animancer years ago. He and the ogre are, I have no idea what they got up to in there. Experiment... I couldn't tell you what's there now. I don't know anyone... The animancers... But if you want to track down Monato... I'm not Monato. Right. Watch your back out there, envoy. The living land...
Hopefully when we find Monato, we can find some answers.
First, my wife runs off to paradise, and now this.
Protect the envoy.
Oh no, you don't!
This one's mine. Couldn't have been better.
There may not.
You're that envoy, aren't you? It's the face. Gives you away. Ah, come on! Since when? Listen to me. I didn't do anything wrong. Verano going missing isn't... Oh, so he made it. We were scouting out the abandoned homestead near Naco. I drew 2 of them away from the fight, and... Verano, when I doubled back around to check on him, I didn't see anyone. What? No, I didn't! You don't understand. I'm not a killer. Listen, let's keep this between us. I have a
Not a great one, but a reputation none.
2 bandits attacked us, and Verano stepped up to fight them. I saw more bandits coming, and Verano was getting over... I've never been in a fight before. Not a real fight.
You froze. It happens, kid. Combat instincts. The real disgrace is tucking your tail in town instead of getting...
I know what I did was wrong, but I'm not a And Masoni needs to keep his big mouth closed. It happens all the time. And bears aren't the only... Do I think the older man should have kept a better eye on them? I mean... But Verano got distracted. That's a relief. I'll find a way to make it up to him. And I hope you...
This kid's got too much to prove and too little to show for it, but he doesn't seem like a traitor.
Remember, they won't attack us. That is, unless you give them a reason. Let's have a look in that cave. Up there on the cliff.
Closer now. I know you're there. Don't worry. My friends here won't mind. Ah, there you are. I appreciate your restraint. Most people would have a hard time walking among a camp full of Zarabs. Controlling, yes. Exploiting? No, I don't think so. Oh, surely your experience in battle has taught you the benefits of having... These Zarabs and I have formed a symbiosis, like the poor frog and the abyss viper. I provide them with safety, prey, and peace, and they help... Then I shall get started. You may have noticed a couple of things about Emerald Stair. The people are pushing against me. The animancers with their soul machines are poisoning the land, driving it to find new...
Lies. We gave this land a bounty, the likes of which never existed before our arrival.
Oh, dear child, this isn't a bounty. This is squeezing the hen to get more eggs. As a result, the plants are rising up, and the land has afflicted us. Yes, that's exactly it. We destroy the Animancer's equipment, remove the threat, and the land can
I hope you're not seriously considering this.
Meanwhile, I protect my Zarab friends and keep them from carrying out the bloody...
I have a question. Why are we even discussing this? He wants you to sabotage the work of animancers who...
may I remind you, are trying to stop this crisis. All the while, he's holding a knife to... We shouldn't be giving him the time of day, much less seriously consider...
I may not love animancy, but I don't trust this guy at all. You don't settle an honest dispute by sneaking and sabotaging.
Well...
Kai, weapons ready. On
Take
your
your
right.
best shot.
Be on seek.
Watch the left.
Don't you die on me. You've done better.
Worth and rock.
They won't get past me.
Worth and rock. Take worth and rock.
I was worried for a second. That was a very elaborate plan. I'm glad we put him in.
Better on our feet than in the ground.
The path is closed. Someone's got to contain this plague.
Worth and rock. And rock. And
And roll!
Coming from the left!
To your left! And roll!
You won't get me!
What's the target? Coming from your right!
Watch your right!
Aim where? Come and get me! Hey! Over here! Next one's mine!
Good shooting, Kai.
The squirrels will get plenty to eat. Tonight?
Protect the envoy!
Eggsworth and roll! One for you! Eggsworth and roll! Let's see what... Let me catch my breath. I won't let him through!
You're bleeding! I'll fix this.
Let's see what you got.
Dodge this!
Another glorious battle.